Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is an intro video where I'm going to introduce you to the concepts and videos of this triplet group energy healing set. It is early November 2018, and the theme of this triplet set is great sleep and also astral recall. So I'm going to explain a little bit of what that is in this intro video and tell you just a little bit about the trees that are behind me and explain to you the new technique videos that are a part of this triplet set. So it's a little chilly though, so I'm gonna have to put a hat on. I know you guys are used to seeing, me and just my hair and everything, but I want to stay healthy, so I hope you forgive me. I'm gonna wear a hat. So anyway, first, the trees behind me. I'm in my backyard. My husband and I moved. Some of you know that because you get my news update emails, and I had put it on the bottom of my last news update email. If you don't get my news update emails and you want to, just email me, let me know, and I'd be happy to include you on those emails and send you the last one too. My email address is janet@janetwrightreadings.com. Okay, so anyway, so I'm in my new backyard of a place where we actually own, which I've never owned a home in this life yet until now, so that's very nice. And we have 11 big old trees in the backyard, so here's 2 of them, and then behind that there's at least one more that you can see. There are about 11 big ones like this, maybe, yeah, mostly they're all this big. These I think are Douglas fir behind me. So anyway, they're real big and tall evergreen trees. Yay! Anyway, so this triplet set has 80 participants once again. So thanks everybody for jumping in. I'm always, I don't know, I just think it's so cool that so many people are getting healed and care enough about their energy consciously to put some modest amount of money forward about it and receive the healings and learn from the videos. So thanks everybody for, I don't know, caring and trusting to that, that I'm a good healer. Yay, hi. So it was 80 people in 8 different countries. I think 5 or 6 kids, I'm not sure, but I know the youngest is 5 and the oldest is about 17, I think. So big range of kids this time. So hi kids. Okay, so this theme is really amazing. I mentioned in the email that I sent to participants before the set started that I made a video playlist called Sleeping and Waking Up exactly 6 years ago, from the date of yesterday's healing, the Friday healing. 6 years before that, I made this Sleeping and Waking Up playlist where I talked about how energetically significant your sleep is and the potential spiritually and also of course physically, to recharge your body and rest your mind. And but it's there's so much potential that people don't realize, beyond just, oh, I sleep well. This is just so much more than that you could get out of it spiritually. And also astral recall is well, you can get more out of it because you could work with your angels, but it's not just, yeah, I work with them and that's it. It's, you can really up the potential of how well you understand your angels when you're asleep working with your angels. Like, do you have energy blocks in the way of you understanding them and understanding their suggestions? So this set helps with that. Clearing energy blocks so that you can understand your angels better in your sleep, and also clearing energy blocks so that you have less victim energy impacting you in your sleep. So because if you're sort of stuck in these victim patterns, then maybe your angels might suggest things that you're just not open to doing in your sleep. like new angel classes or a type of healing that they could give you, and you just kind of, you're not open to it. So that is also addressed in the technique videos of this set. And also helping your mind to rest and be at rest, because the more your mind can be at rest, then the deeper your sleep is, even if it's interrupted sleep. And you know, like say one of the participants, she filled out her survey, and she said, you know, her kids are 5 and 7, and her 7-year-old has a cold right now and was coughing until 1 a.m. And, you know, so she got these little pockets of sleep, but they were deeper than usual and more restful, much more restful than usual, because of the deep thought technique that is in this set that she got in the Friday healing, and she'll get, and all the participants will get on Sunday and Tuesday in the healings of the set. So it's very exciting stuff. Not only so you're more able to work with your angels in your sleep, but also so that your mind is more able to be at rest, which enables your spirit to separate more fully in your sleep and do more deep healing in your sleep, so that less sleep is more helpful. You know what I mean? So like, say you can only sleep 3 hours. Obviously you want those to be the best 3 hours ever of sleep, right? And so if your mind can be more at rest, that's going to enable that to happen. Because otherwise your mind can be kind of like a glue that keeps your spirit closer to your body, even when you're trying to sleep. Like a mind that's not at rest can be like a glue. But if your mind is at rest, then it's not a glue anymore. And so you can have this deep sleep, and you're still connected to your body, like, so you can come back and everything. It's not a big deal, but that you can go out deeper. And so I've read all the surveys that I've gotten so far, and because I wanted to see the feedback and of how people's sleep was. I told people, don't fill it out until Saturday, you know, the day after the healing, because it's about sleep. So I want to see if it helps your sleep already. Obviously, it will help more the more the healings happen, but I wanted to see that idea of having your mind more at rest. I saw a lot of evidence of that already in people's surveys, their first surveys for this set. So that's exciting. There were a couple of people, of course, that still did have like unrest in their mind, but the videos are going to help too. So if you're having a little bit more stubborn issues with having your mind not at rest when you want to be sleeping, the 2 technique videos that are coming out, one of them is a deep thought video. I don't know if many of you already know about deep thought healing technique. It heals your conscious and subconscious mind and allows your 8th chakra eternal wisdom to permeate more deeply and calm and like uplift your mind in a beautiful way. And so I'm going to be making a deep thought video in the set that will help with having great sleep, but through being able to rest your mind. Can your mind be at rest, so that then it's not like a glue that keeps you having more shallow sleep? So can you have great sleep by resting your mind? And also, can you have astral recall, which I'll explain in a second? And also, can you be non-resistant to positive change? Because that's really important. I mean, say your angels have these great ideas for how you could change your life. It's possible that on some perhaps subconscious level, you're resistant to those ideas that your angels are trying to communicate to you. And that's a big problem, you know, because your angels, technically, they know best, you know, and you may just have this sort of stubborn subconscious resistance that's blocking progress in your life. So that deep thought video will in part address that. So the astral recall, what is that? Recall is like recalling it, remembering it, right? And so the astral is where you go, where your spirit travels to when you are asleep. when you're asleep, your spirit does not stay in your body. You do not stay in your body. You astral travel. And sometimes, unfortunately, people misunderstand that and they think it's just some big special event like, ooh, my spirit left my body when I was asleep. No, that happens every night. That happens if you take a nap. Your spirit leaves your body for sleep. That's just the way it works. Your spirit goes to the astral. But the astral isn't just like one place. It's kind of like the world. There are really positive places and somewhat distracting and, less positive places you could be. And so you want, the more whole your astral, the more flowing your energy is, your astral body is, you're more able to listen and work with your angels and then take their advice and go to the best places on the astral to get healings. And your angels can set up that you hang out with your friends, but in safe locations. So it's really nice, so you get this sense of fun and rest and everything. If you're working with your angels. But Astral Recall is remembering all that. And you don't want to, in my mind, I don't think you want to remember it to the point where it's distracting you all day and you're thinking about what you did in your sleep, because obviously your daytime is very important too, right? But sometimes there is highlights, that are productive to remember. Let's see, for example, for me, sometimes, like with these videos, I use Astral Recall to know that, okay, I reworked a little bit these videos in my sleep last night with my angels. And the scenarios where, and my angels and I did scenarios where I made the videos outside and scenarios where I made the videos indoors, and which scenarios did I end up ultimately liking the best. And that's how I sort of sped through deciding whether or not to make outdoor videos today. Turns out on the Astral, with all the little hypothetical tests that me and my angels did, and we tested all the factors of like noise from neighbors and rain and whatever, there was a way to do it so that the outdoor scenarios still were most positive for me. So that's why I'm here outdoors filming today. But that, that took me like 2 minutes because of Astral Recall. Remembering what I had done with my angels in my sleep. And obviously, if you're a newbie to Astral Recall, you got to start simple. Think, well, did I work with my angels in my sleep? Because that's the basics. You got to make sure of that, right? And so, yes or no, right? Did I work on more resting, and relaxing? Or did I work more on work stuff or personal projects on the Astral with my angels? Because you can get a mix of everything in your sleep, or you can just work on one thing. Like maybe if you've been working too hard, maybe all that night in your sleep, your angels will just heal you and help you to rest and restore yourself. And that might give you a heads up as to like, do I need to do more of that? If that was like the whole night that I spent with my angels, maybe that's a sign for me that I need more of it now, and so you can kind of go from there and just, it's an intuitive remembering process. So it's not something you can force. That's true with all psychic stuff. But anyway, that's what I would say is try to make it simple, intuitive things, and just don't force it. Just as you're making your breakfast or as you're getting dressed or as you're still lying in bed, you can just ask yourself these questions, like, oh, did I work on that work project with my angels in my sleep last night? Yes, no. And the more you practice it, just a little bit, don't force it, but the more you kind of ask yourself these little intuitive questions, probably ideally in the morning, but if you have more time for reflection in the afternoon or evening, then that's still okay. It's not like, oh, you missed your chance. But anyway, I think that Astral Recall is something that people can open up to more over time, but we wanted to kind of give people a jump start on that with this triplet set through the deep thought technique of helping you clear energy blocks in the way of you remembering. So that's in the deep thought technique video. The other technique video, because there are two new technique videos. There's the deep thought one, and then there's the other one. The other one is where we heal 2 chakras and 2 layers of your astral body. So your astral body, you know, is just energy, right? But it looks like a body, you know, like your body. And so we healed your 4th chakra of your astral body and your 5th chakra of your astral body, and the aura layers that go with that. So your 4th chakra makes your 4th layer, right? And then your 5th chakra makes your 5th layer, which is a little bit out from there, right? So the ideal color for your 4th chakra, just like your physical 4th chakra, is a green color, whatever shade of green you want. And the ideal color for your 5th chakra in your throat is a lighter blue color. It could be medium blue too, right there. And so same thing for your astral body aura 5th layer, which we also healed, right? So your aura layers go all the way around you, right? So that is going to be the second new technique video, is going to specifically heal just your 4th chakra, your 4th layer, and your 5th chakra and your 5th layer of your astral body. And the reason why is very specific because 5th chakra, throat chakra, has to do with communicating, okay, saying things, but also hearing and understanding. And so it's important for understanding your angels. And a lot of people I notice that actually don't work with their angels much in their sleep, it's not that they wouldn't if it's not they would if they could, kind of idea. You know, it's like the angels suggest something and the people don't really comprehend what the angels are saying in their sleep. They're like, I don't understand you. And then they just, never mind, I don't understand what you're saying. You know, and then they blow off their angels. But a lot of that is they just have energy blocks in their astral body 5th chakra or their astral body 5th layer, blocking their comprehension of what the angels are saying. So if we can gradually help them to clear those energy blocks, then they comprehend more and they're like, oh, why didn't you tell me? Of course, if it's going to make tomorrow easier, let's do it. You know, or, oh, if it's going to make that issue at work get resolved sooner, yeah, let's do that. You know, so if you can understand your angels, you're a lot more likely to, you know, work with them a lot more and get these healings and learn these new ideas and grow, right? So, so that's why we did the astral 5th chakra and 5th layer. And for somebody like, say, me, you know, let's say, obviously I'm really into hearing my angels. I really like that. I can hear my angels very well in my sleep even. But there still is always some energy blocks blocking, right? So, you know, let's say 15%. I'm 15% blocked with comprehension, understanding my angels in my sleep. So that means there are some ideas and concepts that my angels have been trying to teach me that I haven't understood yet in my sleep. And so that's blocked some of my growth. It's blocked some of my learning and healing. So yeah, I want to clear that. So the second technique video that heals the 5th layer and the 5th chakra of the astral body, that will help me address that. Okay, so it's good for you even if you feel like you need to grow, you are really blocked about working with your angels, or only maybe a little bit blocked subconsciously. And in that video, we're mostly, I mean, at the end we'll balance all chakras, astral and physical, all 7 astral and all 7 physical. But the bulk of that video and the bulk in the healing, what we did is the astral body 5th chakra and the astral body 4th chakra, because when you're off in your sleep, that's your astral body, you know, because your physical body is just asleep in bed, right? So these physical chakras don't really affect what we're talking about. It's the astral body chakras, right? Because you're off on the astral and your angel tries to explain something to you. It's an energy block in your 5th layer or your 5th chakra that's gonna, you know, potentially block you from that. So cool stuff. So I guess that's pretty much it. I hope that makes sense. And it's a lot of concepts, but what I would say is the videos are going to be pretty simple and doable. So, you know, don't overthink it. You know, you can just do it at your own pace. You can half listen while you're, you know, making eggs and, getting dressed. It's the kind of thing where you could make this a lot more complicated than it needs to be. I think the idea is every little bit you do helps, and you don't have to wait for the most special morning of the most special day of the most special month of the most special year in order to work on this stuff. You just, fit it in as you're doing other stuff in your day. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I hope you like the outdoor scenery despite some noise from my neighbors. All right, so hopefully I'll see you in some of the other videos. Okay, bye!